back to the garage. If this is your first time visiting my channel, please go ahead, click on subscribe, and also click on that bell to receive all the updates and activities on my channel. Alright, so today we have a product review of the Oedro Tri Fold Tonneau cover. And this is a tonneau cover for a 2018 Chevy Colorado. It's a crew cab with a short bed, so this is a 5-foot bed. They do offer covers for the long beds, not only for a Colorado, but Tacoma and Silverados and F-150s, right? So full disclosure, Oedro reached out to me and said, hey, we like your style, we've seen your channel, we would actually like to send you a tonneau cover for you to review. So full disclosure, they are not paying me for this review, but they did supply this tonneau cover free of charge in exchange for my review. If at the end of this review you like what you saw, go ahead and check out the description. There will be a link that will bring you out to their website. They have a lot of other products other than tonneau covers for your vehicle. Alright, so with that being said, why don't we go ahead and install it? It's going to take about 15 or 20 minutes with basic hand tools, and let's knock this out. Alright, so when you open up the box, this is what you're going to be presented with. So you're going to be presented with the tonneau cover itself, set of directions, use them as you may. You're also going to receive some of these guys. These are what they call protection pads, and these are going to essentially go in place by the bed rails. So when the clamps are engaged, they won't. If they do make contact with the bed sides, they won't scratch the paint. And then you have a set of extra rear latches. I'm not sure what those are for. I read the directions and they're really not mentioned at all. There is a spotlight or a stick light, and what that's used for. When the cover is closed and you open up the tailgate, you want to see in there, you just hit that and this will turn on. It will illuminate the inside of the bed. And last, you get this little section of weather stripping, and what this is for, on the back of the bed where it meets the the cab, in between the bed rails, that's designed to go on the back of the bed along the top of the wall. So in the event that you have any type of height elevation difference between the bed sides and the front of the bed, that will go on there and it will stick to it, and it will make it weather tight. Alright, so what you want to do now is go ahead and take your weather stripping, cut it to length, make sure your the surface is nice and clean and dry, and then you're gonna go ahead and pull the backing tape off of it. So once you have your backing tape pulled off, what you're gonna do is you're just gonna go ahead and apply it. Now that we have the weather stripping applied, I'm going to show you what you need to do next before you put the tonneau cover on. Alright, so what you need to do now is you want to take a measurement of where the clamps are going to be located on the bed rails, right? And the reason why is if you have any type of protective plastic rail guards or anything like that, you're going to have to notch it to relieve it. And I'll show you what I mean in a minute. So this is the back of the tonneau cover. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a tape measure and take a measurement from the back of the tonneau cover to where these clamps are located, and right now it's about 14 inches. So that's where the clamp is gonna be mounted when it's inside the bed. All right, so now that you have your measurement from the back of the bed or the front of the bed to the first clamp, all you're gonna do is you're gonna take your tape measure and measure it out and transfer it to the side of the bed. And the reason why you got to do this is when the clamps attach, they have to attach to the bed and not these plastic rails, because these plastic rails or coverings will actually just twist up. So you want to make sure you're actually attaching to the bed and not the plastic. So when you do it, give yourself a little bit of wiggle room. So if you need to adjust the tonneau cover front and back or left and right, you don't have to do this again. Alright, so go ahead and put the tonneau cover on the truck, bring it all the way forward, right to till it's at the front of the bed. And then what you want to do is you want to check it from center on both sides. And the easiest thing to do is take a look at the tonneau cover, and then if you have a witness line or a detail line in the top of the rail, go ahead and use that. Or you can use a tape measure and basically make sure it's centered on both sides. Once you know you have it centered on both sides, go ahead and tighten the clamps for the first ones and secure those first. Now that you have the front clamp secured, go ahead and lay the cover back. So continue bringing the cover down, grab the clamp, attach it to the side of the bed, and lock it in. And once you swing it, it's going to lock it in so it can't come apart. All right, and we're going to do that on the other side. All right, so there you go. The cover's installed after about 15 minutes. Not that big of a deal to do. All you need, like I said, all you need is a tape measure and a utility knife, and you can have this thing on in less than half an hour if you're taking your time. All right, so as far as the quality of the cover, I like it. You know, one thing you may have noticed is, you know, when we first pulled it out of the package, the material was bunched up by the folding areas, but you know what, that's normal. That's going to fold down once it's out in the sun, and it will give the material some time to stretch and lay down, so that's not that big of a deal. When you do close the cover, it's actually nice and tight. As you can see, there's no ripples or divots or set low parts or anything like that. I've seen some other covers when they do close, the material is not ever that tight. This is one of the things I've noticed. As soon as I close it, as soon as it's down there, it's nice and tight. So as far as the quality, like I said, one of the things I always look for on these type of covers is how the stitching lines up all the way around. And I'm happy to say the stitching is nice and straight. It doesn't go up and down or anything like that. It's very consistent all the way down and across the back as well. So one thing I didn't talk about is there's actually some adjustability on the width of the cover as far as where the clamps are located. So why don't we go ahead and open up the cover and I'll show you what I mean. Alright, so as far as the adjustability on the width of the cover, this is what I'm talking about. Depending on the construction of the bed, your bed may be wider or narrower on this Colorado, but don't worry about it. What they've done is they've taken that into effect. So what there is on all the clamps, there is this sliding locking collar, and all you have to do is, in the event that your bed is narrower, you move the collar, and then the clamp will move with it. If it's wider, you just do the reverse. And so right now, these clamps are in the default position. I didn't have to move them all. They actually worked out great. So that is a good feature. Why don't we go ahead and close it and wrap this thing up. All right, so for initial impressions, I would give this cover a big thumbs up. I do like the quality. It fits very well, very easy to install. And from what I've seen online, the price point is very reasonable too. All right, so if you like this product, go ahead, check out the description. There will be a link that will bring you out to their website. Oedro not only sells tonneau covers, they also sell a lot of other products for your car or truck. So go ahead and check them out. If there's any questions, comments, concerns, go ahead and leave them in the comments box. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And as always, thanks for watching and have a great day. See ya.